Hello everyone and welcome to Product Beast. This is my new YouTube channel and I will be routinely unboxing items that you ask me, and I will be possibly advertising for other companies that send me products to review, and that's how I'm going to run this channel. Now for the intro, I have always wanted to start a YouTube channel, and I was very inspired the times that I saw Unbox Therapy, and I thought it was a very cool thing. And I thought it was very useful, actually. He would open the products and test them in front of you and everything, and it was just very useful if you wanted to buy something. And I wish to do the same thing. So to start off today, we will be unboxing a box of tissues. Nah, I'm just kidding. Okay, what we'll actually be unboxing today is this. It is a Gator Machete Jr. by Gerber, and I'll be testing the ability to cut through paper and cardboard. And without further ado, let's begin unboxing. So, gotta remove that little piece there. And there we go. So this machete set also comes with a small stainless steel pocket knife. Let's see. Oh wow, that is very impressive looking. So the first item we have here is the stainless steel pocket knife, and there's a lot of details about it on the back. All right, so that let me see. It's a very good looking blade. And you know, Gerber's known very well for having very sharp knives and very usable knives. And so let me just get down to the features. So first of all, we have a clip point blade. It's very good for, well, you would say, you know, stabbing into things. But it is also very sharp, as I can tell. You can feel it. And it has a frame lock safety function, which is this part right here. So basically you can't close the blade if you don't unlock this little part here. So it's very difficult to close the blade without doing that. So it keeps you safe, you know, if you were cutting something and you accidentally pressed with your thumb, or whatever else may happen, and the blade would close on your fingers, but that wouldn't happen because it has the little locking mechanism. It also has a pocket clip, so you could clip it to your belt and carry it around with you. And also has these little studs here on the sides of the blade, so if the blade was closed, you see these little guys right here. Well, it makes it easy to kind of flip open the blade and just, you know, kind of be ready for use. And we'll get to the paper and cardboard testing in a minute. So that's that. And now we have the machete, which I am very, very eager to look at here. And all right. So this is the Gator Machete Jr. And so we have a small cord here to allow you to wear it around your wrist, I imagine, so that if you were chopping wood, it wouldn't fly off your hand there. And we also have a serrated edge there, which is very large for a machete, actually. Typically, machetes don't have these very large serrated edges. And I imagine it would be good for cutting through probably larger branches. I go camping a lot, and it's often very annoying to flip out that little pocket knife sawtooth blade and having to try to cut through limbs. This would come in handy, definitely. And we also have a very nice handle here with lots of texture. It would be hard to lose your grip on this blade. And it's very sturdy too. It's made out of very hard plastic and rubber, and it's bolted into the blade, so I imagine that yeah, it'd be very hard to break. The one thing I would say, though, is that as you can probably see, this blade flexes a good bit, and I imagine that if you made a mistake and were having the blade stuck in a tree and you were trying to wedge it out, you could possibly break the blade. Now, it would be very difficult to do, but it's you know, still possible. So I would just warn against you know, moving the blade in any sideways direction is probably not a good idea. But I would also add that both of these blades are stainless steel, which is very important because it means they won't rust, they're very durable, and they will stay sharp. which is to the utmost importance, because if you're an avid adventurer and camper like myself, it is good to have these tools that will last for a long time, because then you can rely on them to be there when you need them, but also you don't have to go buy new ones. This was a little expensive. I believe it was $60 or $70, so definitely not on the expensive side of knives and machetes, but it's still, you know, it would not be good to have to spend that amount of money probably every couple months that you go camping. So anyway, very fine products, but now I have a little Post-it note here, and we're going to see how it cuts through paper. So we'll start with the machete, and let me just see how it, well, this is kind of hard to cut actually, but let me get, actually hold the blade there. Ah, look at that. Very clean cut. And yeah, it's just a little difficult because paper is flimsy, but very, I don't know if you can see it, but this cut is extremely clean, and it was very, very efficient. So that's always very good, especially out of a machete. Machetes typically are the more blunt-ish weapons. They're still always pretty sharp, but they're typically not as sharp as your everyday average pocket knife, but because they're made for slashing through plants and vines and everything, you use them with speed, so it doesn't always necessarily need to be extremely sharp, but this is very, very sharp, so it would be very effective. Let me just set that to the side there and grab the pocket knife. Use the little thumb stud there and flip it open. All right, same test. Let me just fold it around the blade here. Wow, look at that. That is some of the cleanest cut paper I've ever seen besides scissors. That is very, very impressive. So, but then again, that is just paper. So next up, we're going to try cardboard. So I have a little box over here. Let me get up and get it. Here we go. So, a very small cardboard box. And let us see how this knife can cut through. Just set that right there. So we have this cardboard here. So we're going to start with the pocket knife. And wow, look at that. That is extremely, you just see, I hardly put any effort into that, and it cuts straight through. This is a very, very well-made blade, and very effective. Now let's try the machete. So let me flip it around. And here goes the machete. So, wow. So I would say the same or greater effectiveness than the pocket knife there. That is extremely impressive. And then again, Gerber is known for its quality in blades and knives, and so it's not that surprising that you have such effectiveness out of these blades, but it's always nice to see. So that's it for the little Gator Machete Junior and the Paraframe I. Sorry, I forgot to mention the name. This is the Paraframe I stainless steel blade, and yeah, this is and the machete is actually made of high carbon steel. It is not made of stainless, but it still will last longer in weathered conditions. So I definitely recommend these two for some basic camping. If you're going to go out for an excursion 2 or 3 days in the woods, setting up tents, you know, chopping small branches to make a fire, I definitely recommend these tools. And I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode of Product Beast, and I hope to see you next time. If you guys have any ideas about what I should unbox next, please tell me and I will see what I can do. Thank you for watching.